Do you like anime? Do you like stickers? If the answer to either of those questions were yes, or you're just an otaku like me, go check out sukawaii.com. Here, you can look at all of these beautiful stickers and other anime merch and accessories. They've got My Hero Academia, they've got 7 Deadly Sins, they've got Jujutsu Kaisen, they've even got little cuties like this. Who is that? I don't know, but I'm buying them. I bought some myself and they're amazing and adorable. Here, look, using the link in the description below, use promo code BAZAAR5 for 5% off of your purchase. That's promo code BAZAAR5 for 5% off of your purchase. I mean, seriously, look how cute! Everyone hurried around the room, desperate to set up before your arrival. It was your 21st birthday, and the boys were going to make sure that it was the best day of your life. Bakugou was still preparing the 3-tier cake while screaming at Kirishima's face about doing the dishes while he continued decorating. Todoroki brought the alcohol, the damn scoundrel, and your living room was stacked with presents. Midoriya was still fumbling with wrapping his, and Kaminari was doing his best to help the poor guy. Kirishima was still cleaning around the room. He had been sweeping the house for any sign of dirt, and then finally doing the dishes as Bakugou asked. "Hey, they'll be here any minute," Shinso yelled to everyone as he placed the alcohol on the food table while Mirio and Tamaki finished hanging streamers and filling balloons with helium. "You were supposed to be arriving right about now with your boyfriend." Midoriya looked out the window and gasped. "She's here!" he yelled. Everyone raced to a hiding spot and turned the lights off the way you left them. You swung open the door and turned the light on. "Happy birthday!" the boys yelled, popping out of their hiding place before stilling with a look of horror on their face. They saw you, but not your boyfriend. Your cheeks were tear-stained and covered in mascara. They were painted red and black and were puffy as hell. Your red eyes were still watery, and your face was shocked and angry. Here you were hoping to come home to a quiet house and just sob into a bowl of ice cream. "What are you guys doing here?" you screamed, not even meaning to be harsh. You were frustrated, but everyone winced. "Are you okay? What happened? Are you hurt?" The boys began to bombard you with questions, stepping closer to you before you screamed again and activated your quirk. You built up an invisible wall around yourself, closing out the noise of their voices and keeping them away from you. Except for one, with his damn stupid-ass quirk. Mirio. Mirio faced through the ground and came up next to you, luckily keeping his clothes this time. He put his hands on your shoulders and looked at you with a sad smile. Your tears spilled once again and sobs racked through your body. You pulled him to a crushing hug and he hugged you back with just as much passion, his large hands stroking your hair. You released the invisible walls and slid to the ground. He followed you down and held you as the other boys fell silent and could only come up to you and wrap you in the warmth of a group hug. Hell, even Bakugou and Tamaki joined in on the action. "Here, why don't we all sit down and you can tell us what happened?" Kirishima rubbed your upper arm, giving it an affectionate squeeze. You sniffled and nodded as the boys picked you up and practically carried you to the couch. Everyone sat down somewhere, eyes on you, listening. Mirio sat next to you, Bakugou on your other side, Midoriya at your feet, and Kirishima rubbing your shoulders from behind. You leaned over and began to run your hands through Izuku's hair, something you did often when you were stressed out or sad and he just happened to be around you. He leaned back against your knee and let you pet him. "Carter dumped me," you sniffed, tears falling, one of them landing on Izuku's shoulders. Audible gasps were heard around the room. You felt Mirio place a hand on your lower back, like Bakugou, silent as ever, placed a hand on your head and patted you. Izuku just pressed his cheek into your knee while Kirishima's hand stopped moving briefly. "We should go fuck him up." Tamaki, the most shy boy in Japan besides Midoriya, spoke loud enough for everyone to hear. The room went quiet. Everyone wanted to give that guy a piece of their mind, but it wouldn't help any. Shinso stood up and went over to the table, picking up a glass and fixing something. He brought over an orange drink and held it in front of your face. "Drink this. It'll take the edge off," he said. His voice was promising. You took the drink from him and took a sip, almost smiling at the sweet taste of citrus and strawberries, with a slight tingle in the back of your throat. You leaned back into the couch, and Midoriya took your shoes off, and soon enough, everyone was moving around the room to return your house to its former glory, leaving the food table and the pile of presents in the corner. Bakugou was the only one who stayed next to you, pulling you into a side hug and whispering comforting things to you. You let Todoroki wipe a makeup cloth on your face to remove your black streaks and ruined foundation and blush. You felt much better with the layer off of you. Thanks, Shoto. You leaned back again and rested your head on Bakugou's shoulder. He shot you a smile and let you rest in peace while Kaminari put on a movie and Kirishima ordered food from your favorite restaurant. You finished your glass, which was picked up by Tamaki. He gave your hand an affectionate squeeze before returning to the kitchen. You raised a brow as Mirio started to push the couches and chairs up against the wall and was even more surprised to see Midoriya and Todoroki dragging your blankets and mattress down from your room and closet and setting up a place on the ground like you all did in the dorm living when you were younger.
Find a comfy spot. I'll go cut the cake and then we can eat and run a terrible movie.
Bakugou looked at you with a void expression and his usual frown. You smiled at him and nodded, scooting away so he could get up.
I'll be back in a bit,
he promised, giving you a small smile before turning on his heels to the kitchen, which in turn made your heart beat for what seemed like the first time since those words left your ex's mouth.
You're just boring and sad. I've honestly found someone else. But it'll be easy for you too, considering how many boys you hang out with.
You shuddered and slunk back into the couch with a pouty expression. Remembering to do as asked, you began to search for a comfy place and waited for the rest of the boys to join you.
Guys, this is really wrong. We can't just let her suffer. What are you idiots talking about?
Katsuki asked, sliding up to the group coolly.
Okay, Katsuki, don't freak out,
Kirishima started before being cut off.
You wanna fuck your name, right?
Wait, you missed the best part. This is a 18+ Patreon exclusive video. YouTube would unfortunately take it down if I left it up on here. So if you do want to check out the full video, the Patreon link is in the description below, top of the description. But yeah, more safe for work videos will be coming tomorrow and the rest of the week. My name is Bizarre, and I'll see you weebs in the next video. Cue the outro.